God bless you. Welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. I'm your host, Pastor Jerome Davidson. And today is another blessed day to be walking with God and to be in the light of the Lord. All right. Well, we got this impeachment thing going on. The country is all upset and the country is all on fire. Everybody's excited. You have the Republicans defending the president. You have the Democrats very excited, and they are excited. But let me just kind of break this down to you a little bit and what is really going on. And what this is. This is another scandal perpetrated upon the American people by the Democrats. They know that they are not going to impeach President Donald Trump. They're not going to impeach him. They know it's not going to go anywhere. They know they don't have a crime. They did this for therapeutic purposes. That's right. They did it for therapeutic purposes. Okay. What I mean by that, because they have the people who supported the Democrats, Hillary Clinton. Do you remember them crying the night that Trump whooped her butt? When Florida came in and we won, when Colorado came in and we won, when Reno came in, we won, and people and across the country, I mean, places everywhere was coming in. A Trump win, and they had a big party set for Hillary, and she lost. People were losing their minds. They had Antifa going around beating people, and they had riots going on. And the people were very upset because their plantation witch, Hillary Clinton, lost. Okay? And then they started with their false media, the false prophet media. They used the false prophet media because the media is nothing but an arm of the Democratic Party. If you listen to them and you're a Democrat and you feel good about everything they say about the president or against the president, and you feel good, that's your therapy. You need that. And that's why you tune in to CNN and MSNBC and all these phony outlets that's giving you all this negativity on President Donald Trump. That's your therapy. That's helping you get over your loss. Hillary Clinton lost because she was a terrible candidate. Hillary Clinton lost because of her body count. Hillary Clinton lost because of her husband's track record. Hillary Clinton lost because of her predator bill against Black people, and Black people knew her, those who were studying and know about politics, okay? And they blew the whistle on her and they let her know that we are not going to vote for you, just like they did for Kamala Harris. Nobody wants these shields because these people are the very people that are giving our country over to illegals, giving them our wealth and our benefits and handing our country over to foreigners, okay? So this is nothing but therapy for them, okay? It's therapy because they haven't had a win in months. They haven't had a win in years. President Donald Trump came in and he promised us that he would win. They tried to block the wall. They tried to block funding for the wall. President Donald Trump found a way around and began to build the wall, and we won, and they lost. President Donald Trump, they said that the economy was going to mess up and that we were definitely going to have a breakdown in the economy and that there's going to be recession. That didn't happen. President Donald Trump is breaking records that have never happened in this country. He's bringing jobs into this country, hundreds of thousands of jobs. We need workers. This man is doing it. Black unemployment is at a record low. People are getting off of food stamps. People are getting jobs that's paying them a livable check. Okay? So records are being broken. And so they look at that and they don't comment on it because they know it hurts them. So then they need therapy for that. Okay? They need therapy because President Donald Trump, they see him on stage with Black men and Black women who have gotten out of prison on his prison reform bill, and they're crying and hugging him, and he's hugging them, and he's grateful for them, and he's hugging their kids and all this stuff. And they see that and it blows up their lie that he was a racist. So they need therapy for that. And so this right here, this impeachment thing has woken up so many people, so many Black people, and so many supporters of the Democrat Party. It's woken them up, and so now they're on social media, and they're pushing this thing, and they're celebrating the fact. Some of them are saying goodbye, it's over, he's out of office, and we need him. Well, no, they showed you another lie, my brothers and sisters. They've lied to you because his impeachment does not mean that the man is going to be removed from office. He's not going to be removed from office. Okay, they haven't presented a crime. They don't have anybody who have firsthand knowledge of any crime that he committed. So there's no crime, okay? No crime. He's not going to be kicked out of office. That's what the media, the false media, has given you that impression, and they're telling you that impeachment is the end all be all. And so now And then Hillary Clinton, they got this little hope out there that Hillary Clinton's going to come back. Once we get him out of here, we're going to get Hillary Clinton in. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, sit down and just enjoy this little therapy that you're getting. Okay, it's another lie. It's another sham and it's another hoax perpetrated on the American people. They tried to use the FBI, the CIA, and all these different agencies to cook up a lie and a hoax that President Donald Trump was colluding with the Russians. And now of late, after the Michael Horowitz report came out, Michael Horowitz issued a strong condemnation and a rebuke against the FBI for the lies and the distorted lies and cover-ups and errors and misjudgments that they did with the FISA court. And they said all these are just errors. And he said that his problem was, he said that it wasn't biased. Well, when you commit 17 inaccuracies and you have all of these errors and you have all of these problems, and it's not going against Hillary Clinton or anyone else, and they're all pointing towards Donald Trump and the people that are with him, well then, yeah, that is biased because you haven't made mistakes with anyone else. You only made mistakes with Donald Trump and against Donald Trump that would hurt Donald Trump and make him seem like he has ties to Russia and is a Russian spy. And that's what Adam Schiff told you. That's what CNN told you. And all the talking heads on MSNBC and all those different people had told you that he was a Russian shield and that it was Russian bots that got him into the office. It was another lie. That was a lie. So when that failed, when they rolled old Robert Mueller out, he couldn't even answer questions in the report that he had supposedly written. Okay, he couldn't answer the questions. That flopped and that failed. So you got all of these people who are supporters of the Democrat Party who hate Donald Trump and see him as this racist and that he's a no good person, but yet he's winning and everything that they are attempting to pull up is not knocking him out of office, although the media and the news stations that they trust, okay, they're telling them that this is going to get Donald Trump out. This is definitely going to get him out. This is going to get his son. This is going to get his family. And this is going to get Donald Trump out. He's going to be impeached. So they've been telling these people all this. And it's building up all this anxiety and hope in these people. And then now all of a sudden it fades off the news and now they own to something else. And the people are saying, well, what happened there? It was supposed to get him out. It was supposed to get him out. And now this impeachment is nothing but therapy for these people. It's nothing but therapy. So they feel good now. They feel some sense of hope. They feel like this is going to get Donald Trump out. And even that witch, Nancy Pelosi, she's a witch. She comes from a crime family out of San Francisco. These people have committed very many crimes against the American people. And she is practicing witchcraft to try to get this stuff done. I said it in another video. On Halloween night, she started the impeachment inquiry. She started it on Halloween night, okay? We know that Halloween night is closely associated with Satan worship, witches, warlocks, all the dark stuff and worship of the dead, necromancy, calling up on the dead, seeking answers from the dead, offering sacrifices to demons and all this kind of stuff. And a whole bunch of demonic activity is released on Halloween night, okay? Now, just the other day, on December 13th, it was a Friday, December 13th, is when she and her demons and warlocks set this whole thing for vote for the impeachment against Donald Trump. So they started the inquiry on Halloween on Friday, December 13th, which is another number. When you remember all the Halloween movies with Jason and Halloween and all these different scary movies come out on Friday the 13th. Well, this is another witchy, warlock associated night. And the other day when she announced, when they did the voting, when they took the official vote to impeach him on 2 articles, which were not crimes, I think abuse of power. Abuse of power for a president who is authorized to have this type of power to negotiate with foreign powers and entities. This is not a crime, okay? Abuse of power is not a crime, and they know it. That's a joke, okay? The other thing is that they said that they're going to get him on, what was it? Something, obstruction of Congress, okay? Obstruction of Congress. That's not a crime. It's not a crime to obstruct Congress. It's not a crime. So they know it's not a crime, and it's just another hoax. It's just something to make people feel good, people who support the Democrat Party, okay? And Nancy Pelosi, her and the women wore black. Okay, so Halloween, Friday the 13th, and they all wore black. We know that black is associated with witchcraft, and they said that it was to mourn, but all of these things, these three things tied together, it makes her look more and more like a witch. Okay, all right. What she was supposed to do with those articles of impeachment that they drew up before they skipped town and got out of town and headed home for the holidays, because they conducted another scam here on America, okay, another hoax, like the Russia Gate, like this Ukraine deal, and they trying to impeach him. If they were saying that President Donald Trump is a clear and present danger to our democracy. Now, when they start saying that democracy, they know they're not talking about the American democracy. They're talking about the world democracy. They're talking about their secret society and what they have set up. And yes, Donald Trump is totally a clear and present danger to them, and he is destroying them and knocking them down. Okay? He's knocking them down, and it's over for them. Okay? And we're winning. So they were supposed to take those articles of impeachment and send them over from the House of Representatives to the Senate, because there's not going to be an official impeachment until those impeachment articles go over to the Senate and they set it for trial. President Donald Trump is begging for a trial. He wants a trial. He wants to present his case, and he wants to bring his own witnesses. And they didn't send those articles of impeachment there because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They are not going to send those articles over there because they don't want the truth to come out. They don't want witnesses to be called so that we'll see the whistleblower, Adam Schiff, and all these other different wicked people, and even the Bidens, and so that we can bring all this together and all this stuff can be exposed. They don't want that. So it's not going to be done. And now what you're going to start seeing on the news is they're going to start talking about why they're not going to send those articles of impeachment. So what that says is that all this time and all this money and all this effort that we've spent on watching them do this clown show of impeachment, which they knew that they're never going to go forward with, is that it's just going to die out and they're not going to send it. They're going to give us reasons why they're not going to send it, when truly the true reason that they're not going to send it is, one, they know that they don't have a crime, and two, they don't want their crimes to be exposed. That's the true reason. That's what's really going on. Okay? So now, and plus, their people get a chance to get this therapy. They get a chance to feel good again because, the Democrat Party has not given them any reason to celebrate. We have sat back for the last 3 years and watched them bring in caravans of people from Mexico. We've watched them give them free licenses, free driver's licenses. We've watched them give them free housing. We've watched them give illegal immigrants health care, food, all the wealth and all of the benefits that we as citizens were supposed to be receiving. We've watched them give it over to foreigners who shouldn't even be here. Okay? All right? They haven't done anything for the American people. And the latest thing that they've done is only because Donald Trump worked a deal with Canada and Mexico that's going to bring in about 500,000 jobs and more food and more income into this country, right? So Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats recently signed that after they sent the articles of impeachment. Okay, so that's the only thing they've done. That's the only thing that they've done. And President Donald Trump was the one to do that. But it's been sitting on their desk for 7-8 months when that prosperity could have been hitting the American people. But we watched our people, our citizens, lay on the street as bums, as nothings, and they bringing in and protecting illegals who are murderers, rapists, and everything, and they're setting them back on the streets free. Now, check this out. President Donald Trump did a prison reform bill that releases thousands of black people from prison who were not supposed to be in there that long for the light crimes that they committed. President Donald Trump is setting them free, but the Democrats are setting illegals free in this country. You see the contrast? You see the contrast there? President Donald Trump lets blacks go out of prison, but he's seen as the racist. The Democrats are setting illegals loose in our country and they're killing our folks, but they're seen as the heroes. You see the twisted job that they're doing on these people? And when you support these Democrats, you are supporting the demise of your own community. These people that are these criminals that they're releasing, because that's what they're doing. These people have been convicted of crimes, but they keep letting them know that ICE is coming and that they're releasing them back into our communities amongst our children and our kids and our families. So that places our families in danger, in harm's way, while they release them back. Okay? President Donald Trump is letting black men out of prison and women out of prison. Okay? But he's seen as the racist. The Democrats are letting illegals who have committed crime free into the streets. So the Democrats all these years have been telling us that they are for the black people. When they have not did a prison reform to let people out of prison, they were the ones who put black people in prison for all of these for these long stints with their super predator bill that the Clintons came up with. And they haven't even attempted to get them out. And now President Donald Trump is here letting them out, but he's still seen as a racist. And they're letting illegals come into this country and releasing them free, although they were committing major crimes. I'm talking about murder and child trafficking and sex trafficking and rape and all that. All that. So this is nothing but therapy, folks. This is nothing but Democratic therapy, and it's another fraud perpetrated on the American people. And these Democrats, now, if you are a Democrat and you're watching this video, I want you to encourage the Democrat Party to ask them to bring this over to the Senate and to finish this impeachment. Finish it. Don't just bring it halfway and stop talking about, no, it's not going to be fair, or, we don't want these witnesses. No, tell them to go all the way. Go all the way, and let's finally get the truth out here. Okay? So then, that's my thoughts on this whole thing. And I hope you guys enjoy your time of impeachment and enjoy your therapy, because tomorrow, President Donald Trump is still going to be in office, and he's still going to be making America great again. And he's going to keep on doing his rallies, and the stock market is going to keep on growing. And America, with these new trade deals, is going to become more prosperous. And President Donald Trump is going to take funding away from abortion. And President Donald Trump is going to take away the transgenders' rights in the military. And our country is going to keep on moving forward. All right? So enjoy your little fake win. It's only fake, because President Donald Trump is not going to leave the office. And these articles of impeachment are not even going to leave the House. They're not even going to go to the Senate. They're not going to go, I guarantee you, because they don't want this to go to trial. They don't want the truth to come out. They don't want President Donald Trump to have his term in trial, his chance to defend himself legally, and they don't want the truth to come out. That's all it is. The Democrats are Democrats, and they're liars. That's all I have to say. Please share the video, like, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed.